just really was the perfect timing for us to see the business. I joined the United States Army in February of 2004. I worked counterintelligence and interrogations for the Army, and then switched over to the Coast Guard. So I had 14 and a half years in the military total. But my dream was to be to work for a professional football team. So I was either going to go to law school to be a sports agent, or I was going to end up being a scout for an NFL football team, try to work my way up into being one of the general managers of an NFL football team, which there's only 32 of those in the world. So it's kind of like a high demand job, but ended up working for the Bucs part-time while I was active duty Coast Guard. And the NFL went on strike the last year that I was there, and they did not hire me full-time. Plus, I kind of saw the life of what it was like being in that life. We were newlyweds. They were also on the road for like 125 days out of the year. So it was like, okay. And at this point in my career, I was at my 10-year mark in the military and just got really frustrated. I did not want to stay in the military. She was doing hair at the time, so we were on opposite schedules. So for us, it boiled down to just timing and opportunity. I don't know if I would have been open to a business like this before.
As John said, I was working as a hairstylist at the time, and it was like a Saturday. So in that industry, that's like your busiest day. And so if you can imagine being talked to all day long and you're just so tired, he called me and I was on my way home from work, and he said, I met this person. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I had never seen him be as excited for something outside of sports. And so that ultimately is what led me to listen and take a chance and sit down with the couple that introduced us to the opportunity. And so.
That's awesome. I'd love to hear how they got started in business too.
When we signed up in the business, it was in April 2014. And I remember at the end of the year, probably will be September, October, when my grandpa, he really raised me out the last few years when I was in Bolivia. And he called me and he said, well, son, look, I want to see you. I don't feel very well, like inside my body, he said, and I don't know how longer I will still be in this world. And then it's in the moment that, like my heart broke, and I said, what I'm doing, because I was many years in the United States, wasting time, wasting money. And I said, what I will do now? And then it's in the moment I remember that we are in Amway. And we saw that there were money that we can make extra money in our spare time. And that is the reason like we start working in the business, because we want to help. And thanks God, we start growing. We start showing the people why we're doing this. And we were available to help my grandpa how we need it.
That's really awesome.
And Oscar in this moment too, he didn't, sometimes he would just, he didn't know how to translate some things. So he would just say, and something like that. So I would be, my mind would be everywhere and something like that. What does that mean, And we pick at him about it now, me and my family, because when he would not know how else to express it in English, he would just stop the sentence and say, and something like that. But I really had no idea, what it meant to actually do Amway or be in Amway. But I really wanted to get my degree just because I felt like if you have a degree, you're somebody. I'm a school teacher now. I see grades K through 5. I'm an elementary school teacher. And I thought that, once I have that name tag, teacher, and I can scan in that door, I'm a somebody. But I realize here, that's not what makes a person. It's not what makes a person at all. So it's been a nice journey learning who I am through the business. I mean, it's not just the business, but the business has helped awaken who I am. That doesn't define me, who you are professionally.
Right. Absolutely.